In 5 minutes, probably 4, I'm going to tell you something that I'd like you to remember in what lies ahead between now and 5 o'clock. It has to do with my world. I come from the business world. And the funny thing about my business world, and I used to work with blue chip clients, mainly in Johannesburg, they were so mean with sharing knowledge. And I'm speaking about years of experience in the industry. If you know something is going to give you the edge, they hold it to themselves. It's dog eat dog. It is a really rough world, especially in Johannesburg. Now I've got a news flash for you. You live in the most extraordinary hospitality industry, but for some reason, everybody's nice. They all want to share their knowledge. They want to pass it on. They want to teach you. And they don't just want to teach you what's in the book, they want to give their knowledge. I've been doing this with Annette and Chania for a few years now. And every single year, and we do the Distel into Hotel Challenge as well, and every year I think, wow, Chef has just given out such a big secret, and he's just done so willingly and lovingly. So the people going to be walking in that door are all extraordinary rock stars in their own right, and they're here for you. So if you blink, if you don't understand the importance of it, you might be missing it. So I'm going to give you 5 letters for you to think about before I bring up one of the important rock stars of Mount Nelson. 5 letters, and I want you to think about it. It's not academic, it's not learning, it is about communication. It is about you. And those 5 letters are, to give you the word place. Know your place. And I don't mean be good, be subservient. Listen to what I mean by it. Number 1, P is for present. I study philosophy, I used to anyway. And you know, they always talk about be in the moment, be still, be in the moment. Well, I say to you, be present. You, thanks to Wendy Coffee, you are hopefully present. You had your coffee and you're awake. But don't just be here, be present. Look around you, you're in Mount Nelson. Look who's going to come to the door next. Wow, they're here for you. Be very aware of being present. Don't miss today. L is for listen. We're very good at talking. We're not so good at listening. We're even quite good at kind of listening without hearing. But what I'm saying to you is that we're going to get to about just before coffee time, about 10:55, and you're going to be going. And the trouble is, it's very hard to listen and hear when you're feeling a bit wilted. Very hard at 4 o'clock in the morning when you're on kitchen duty. Very hard at 11 o'clock at night when you're on late wine steward duty. But somehow you've still got to be present, and you've still got to listen to the kind of things that you're going to listen to today. They're worth it. The third thing is kind of linked. It's beginning to sound like a philosophy lesson, but the word is aware. Now, it's something that my father's a teacher of philosophy, and he always says that you can listen to somebody, you can be in front of them, but you sometimes are not aware. Be aware. Lemmings are up here, but not lemmings, but little creatures who can see everything. Don't miss it. Now, why I say that? You have career opportunities walking into this door today. People you might one day be working with. There might be your own lecturers. There might be chefs. There might be wine stewards. We have people from farms. We have businesses. I don't know. But if you're not aware of what that opportunity is, you might miss it. You know, you might be able to, over lunch, sidle up and say, hi, my credentials are so good, you can't miss me. And if you haven't got the courage to say something about it, you're going to miss that opportunity. So that's my next letter. C is for courage. It takes a lot of courage. I tell you what, and I'm embarrassed the hell out of somebody in the room right now. That's my son in front of me. He's 22 years old, his name is Ryan. I know, there you are, embarrassed completely. He's just qualified, graduated. He's a student, like you, just come out. And C for courage means that when that moment comes, picking up the phone and asking for what you want, a job, advice, someone to show the way. In your case, it might be asking Chef in a minute for some advice. It might be asking a lecturer for some kind of good reference. If you do not have the courage to ask, you're not going to fly. The hospitality industry is theirs for your taking, but you have to have the courage to do it. E is for energy. Let's it's kind of what Willem was saying about is that I think you used the word be excited. E in my world is the energy, because it's quite hard in your world. You work hard, you work long, long hours. So you've got to keep that energy, and let me tell you, that includes here and now. You've got a long day ahead of you. We'll talk again later on, we'll see. Your heads are up at the moment. But you're not going to ever get this opportunity again. So keep the energy, put pins in your leg, go and have another Avanti coffee. But keep the energy going. And that piece of advice goes for your industry. And that gives you the word place. Know your place. Now I said to you, the letters, I've left one out because I'm going to put an I in the middle of my place. P-L-I-C-E. Because for me, the I is the single most important thing. Now it doesn't just mean you, although it should, and it does partly. For me, what it means is impression. Every single time you talk to somebody in this room, somebody who's about to talk to you, somebody in your kitchen, you make impressions. My advice to you is be aware. If you're going to make an impression like this, and your eyes are down, and your shoulders are slumped, and your energy is low, that is the impression you have chosen to make. It's up to you. So be present, listen, be aware. I is for the impression that you leave. C is the courage to do something about it, and E is the energy. Think about it throughout today, I'll remind you.